Look what came in the mail! Today we're gonna plan my week using washi tape and putting them into my sketchbook. This is a package from EB. I don't really know what's inside, but let's open and find out. The packaging is really nice. Look at this gold foil. Ooh, washi tape. We love some washi tape. Oh my gosh. Look at this set. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous. I believe this is the Monet inspired series. As you can see, very painterly style, very pastel colors. I'm really excited to use these. They also sent me this transparent flower pack. So I think today what will be fun is if we incorporate washi tape into my sketchbook. And the thing that I want to do right now is plan my week. I'm going to SakuraCon, which is a convention in Seattle, and so I want to start planning for that event, just writing down my thoughts because my thoughts can be kind of scattered. But let's do that with the washi tape and make some cool spreads. So the materials that I will be using today are my bleed-proof sketchbook, the EB washi tapes, of course, the transparent stickers that they also sent, sticky notes that I got from Japan, a washi tape cutter that I also got from Japan. This one works well for small washi tape, but for big washi tape, I will most likely just use my scissors to cut those. I'm using fountain pens as well, a bunch of different brands such as Twisby or Kaweco, and a few other things not shown here like pencils and an X-Acto blade. For anyone new here, my name is Ange. I like to do sketchbook tours and just random doodling within my sketchbook. My YouTube channel is still quite new, so I'm experimenting a lot and just doing random draw with me's and sketchbook things with you guys. It's been a very cozy channel for me, and I really like that it's this small community where we just draw together and do shenanigans. So thanks for being here. The first thing I like to do when I start any spread is to lay out my spreads and think about the composition. So here I get the sticky notes and I segment out my 2 pages using the sticky notes, kind of like containers. So I like having one on the top left corner, and that creates a container in a sense, and then on the second page I'll do the same but maybe on the lower side so that it's a bit asymmetrical. I do like to think about my spreads in an asymmetrical manner so that it just doesn't look, I don't know, too perfect. So having one side have a sticky note on top and then the other side having a sticky note on bottom is a way to segment out your layout in this way. Even though the sticky notes are already bound down by the stickiness, I think a cool thing that you can also do here is to get your washi tape and then pin down your sticky notes even more. It gives this effect where it looks like the sticky notes are being pinned down by the washi tape, even though that's not true, but I think it's a cool thing that I like to do. So I'm using my washi tape cutter to basically create these perfectly cut out washi tape and pin down the sticky notes here. This bottom area doesn't have anything to pin down, so I'm not using it to pin down sticky notes, but I felt like just getting a large foil washi tape was a nice way to kind of like close off the container on this first page. So that's what I'm doing here, is I'm just cutting off a piece of washi tape so that I can add to the bottom. As I was thinking about how to incorporate the transparent flowers, I thought it would be cool to create this kind of look where it looks like the washi tape is pinning down the flowers. So it took me a bit to figure out what composition and which flowers I wanted, but these are the two flowers that I chose. And what's nice about washi tape is that you can always peel it back. It's very easy to move around and it's not too permanent. It doesn't peel off your paper, and yeah, it's just really easy to reuse. So I just peeled it off and I put the stickers underneath the washi tape. I knew I wanted to use more flowers on the other side. It was just hard for me to pick which one and which orientation I wanted, but I ended up going with this rose and having it upside down. Again, just figuring out how I can make it asymmetrical while still balancing out the entire spread. Since I mentioned that the purpose of these spreads is to start planning out my week, I started making bullet points on the sticky notes themselves. For me personally, I make checklists not to check things off, but just to have a place where all my thoughts are written down. I think without writing things down, I kind of go crazy. It just feels like there's a lot of thoughts that I have in my head and I need them all written down so that I could just feel sane. Like it feels like all my thoughts, they feel jumbled in my head, but when they're written down, it feels more tame. So this is a way for me to just look at the notes and remind myself that, you know, there's only 5 things that I need to do versus what feels like 20 million things sometimes. So having a list like this is just a nice reminder for me. I don't know if that's true for anyone else, if you also write things down so that you can feel sane, or maybe you're the type of person that writes things down so that you can check things off. I don't really find satisfaction in checking things off. I think it's just because I know that there's always going to be more to the list. So yeah, it's just a way for me to write things down so that I can also remember. Outside of the sticky note, what I like to do is also storyboard, especially since I have a lot of projects and videos upcoming. So storyboarding and wireframing is a way for me to think about what I need to film, what I need to plan for. So in this section on the right, I am storyboarding for 2 videos that I'm working for. One of them is going to be landscape and the other is going to be vertical. And for the rest of the pages, what I like to do is just fill up the negative space. I'm someone who likes to fill up my blank pages with a lot of content. It's quite busy and, you know, sometimes it is hard to figure out what I want to draw, but I got inspiration from the washi tape themselves. So like drawing the lotus, the lily pads, the flowers. There was some washi tape with landscape, so I was also doing some landscape thumbnailing. Any chance that I can get to fill in the negative space, I'll take it, even if it's like random doodles. The other thing I like to do with washi tape is you can cut it up into small little pieces and then pretend that you're pinning down your drawings. So take this circle, for example, where I want to write a little note within the circle, but I also want to frame it with these diagonal washi tapes. So I'm using this foil, really beautiful foiled washi tape to pin down my little note. I find it's really fun to just cut up washi tape and make tiny little shapes, so that's what I'm doing here. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how this spread turned out. It was really fun experimenting with the transparent flowers and the EB washi tape. But for this next page, I want to definitely use more washi tape than I have in the previous spread. So I'm gonna pick out some different colors arbitrarily, maybe like the colors that are closest to one another and can make a nice composition, and just do some swatches for all the washi tape. I felt like this part didn't need to be perfect. I just wanted to have the swatches down. They didn't need to be the exact same widths, and if anything, I can always cut it down later with an X-Acto blade. So I'm just going to use my washi tape cutter and randomly put down the washi tape and have them evenly lined up to the best of my ability. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, but once I have them lined up, I think this is a great way to just see the swatches and the different types of washi tape that there is to offer. And I've always wanted to try this thing where I'm drawing an illustration on top of the washi tape and then using an X-Acto blade to cut out any of the excess illustration that goes on top of the washi tape. So let me show you guys what that looks like. Ta-da! And this is the final illustration with the washi swatches. What do you guys think? I had a lot of fun doing this page just because it was my first time getting into just putting washi swatches down and then drawing an illustration and using my fountain pen, which the nib for this fountain pen is a 1.1, which is an architect nib. It's not like the typical fountain pen nib, so it was a bit difficult to draw for me, but I enjoyed the challenge and I enjoyed the angled nib. Overall, I did really enjoy the washi tape that EB sent me, and I like the variety that it's given and also the cohesiveness at the same time for all of the swatches that they had. If you're interested in the washi tape set that I got, you can check out their website in my description. And the tape set that I got is Monet's Garden, the 27 rolls gold foil washi tape set. And for the flowers, it's the Plant Collection, which is the 40 pieces one, Wilted Rose. They have lots of different selections that you can choose from, different washi tape sets, single sets if you even want those, and other transparent flowers or other transparent designs as well. Let me know if you have any other suggestions on how to use washi tape. These are the two ways that I typically use it, which is one, to make layouts for note-taking and just a way to pin things down, and two, have illustrations on top where I can use my X-Acto blade to make cool compositions. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. I post videos every Monday, 12 p.m. PST. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you later. Bye!